Well, it's Saturday the 21st of August. This is episode 2131 of 301 Permanently Moved Online, a personal podcast 301 seconds in length, written, recorded and edited by me, at the JMO. Since the pandemic began, I've been working through a set of writing prompts, exercise titles followed by a short paragraph giving direction. Some of these exercises have become episodes of 301, like the phones I've known, or the one about the kinds of people who visit the self-help section in bookshops. This week's prompt was once more with feeling. Search out a piece of old writing and give it another go. Bullet point the important bits and write it again with feeling. One of the oldest posts on my blog is entitled 8 Months with a Straight Razor, published in August of 2012. So 9 years later, let's have another go. 10 years with a straight razor. The first stage of ritual is called entry. I have, since I've been old enough to do so, hidden my face behind a beard. So the first admission is that I have never truly shaved my whole face with a straight razor. The neck, cheeks and chin for sure, but I haven't seen my lip for 20 years. The second truth is that I say it's been a decade, but all things begin with an idea. So let's just say that 10 years ago I liked the idea of shaving with a straight razor. My life, the world and I looked very different back then. My boss had been in the military and would rip someone all day long if they wore a shirt that hadn't met an iron. That was a shock. I had survived into my mid-20s without caring about my bearing, surfing an unseen wave of unearned privilege around the expectations of one's appearance. The more shirts I ironed, the more I wanted to wear a tie. Very soon I was matching knots to collars, diagonal knots, the Windsors, the Pratt knot, the Kelvin, and an Atlantic knot for button-downs. Style blogs and street photography and EDC all slid into my Google Reader. The top-down photos of grooming sets began to catch my eye. The blades, the strops, the hones, the soap, the process, the private little ritual, the curve of the handle, the danger of the blade. They sold the event of shaving to me in a way that a slow-motion footballer with a chiseled jaw in the shower with a plastic Mac 3 never could. 10 years ago, my granddad was in hospital. He asked my mum to get me a birthday present. And being the kind and thoughtful person she always has, she went to Grandad's old man barber's in the high street and got me a brush and a bowl on his behalf. The second phase of ritual is known as preparation. When shaving with a straight razor, the water must be piping hot. The tap turns, the sink is cleaned, the site of the ritual prepared. The soap dish opened and the brush enlivened. The drawing of the basin, the wetting of the brush, the lather, the ablution, the edge of the blade honed by the skin on the inside of your arm. There is a saying, all rituals require sacrifice. The most ready thing we have to offer is time. The midpoint of a ritual is known as climax. 12 practiced, perhaps 14 mechanical strokes, the moment over. But there is so much more. It is here, in the climax, that the ritual unfolds. With a straight blade, you develop an intimate relationship with your face, hair, and your skin. The contours of the face, the swirl of the hair on my neck, the abrupt change in grain where the chin meets jaw, the movement of metal across skin, the crackle of the hair, loose and suspended in soap on the edge of the blade. It is intimidating to hold a very straight and very sharp blade to my throat and face. The mundane act of grooming imbued with personal responsibility and safety. The main sacrifice in this ritual is attention, a high price if the bill isn't paid. All work with mirrors must be mindful, lest the soul be lost. The moment in life to catch one's own eye, to clearly see oneself as the world sees you. A moment of both literal and figurative reflection. The private eroticism of the sharp edge on skin. Attention must be paid. Paid to the blade, to my face, to my skin, to that single wayward hair halfway up my right cheek. The mind is blank when shaving with a naked blade. It's just movement, action and reaction. Occasionally still, my offering isn't enough, and for that one plays the bill with blood. The penultimate stage of ritual is known as celebration. I think of my granddad, my great-granddad, and my ancestors, about how so many things from modernity would confound and confuse. Today we shave with 5 blades microns sharp, housed in a disposable plastic cassette. Gillette stamp blades and safety razor save lives in the trenches, allowing the gas mask seal to fit the face. Before that, shaving was for the rich, with hard Sheffield steel. The Romans shaved with bronze and seashell. And the oldest known flint blade is 1.4 million years old. How long have we held a blade to the face and scraped it clean? The end of ritual is the return. I clean my razor and wipe it clean, and I wash the brush and clean the sink. and I place the items one by one back upon the windowsill.